Live from the Cactus Creek at Ibri, he is the king of prime time, Ghana's undisputed entertainment laureate, and still the youngest old man in Ghana. Put your hands together, show some love for the indefatigable KSM.
It's the KSM Show.
Thank you. So, every so often you hear in the news, you see some white man and his wife, they have come to Ghana, they travel from Paris, they come to Ghana, or some story like that. This Japanese old man walked halfway and halfway took a car and came to Ghana, and that's all we see in the papers. And then one day, I opened the paper and I saw some Ghanaians to us and say, so you guys, every day you come, we too can come there show them some love, man. We too can come there some. So they got together and they decided they are going to drive from Accra to London. Say, yes, yeah, baby. This is the really sketchy part of it. I'm going to get 3 of them in here and they're going to chat and they're going to tell us everything that you need to know about this trip. Let me start by introducing the first one. I'm introducing him. I'm not very fair because he's been on my show before. So I'm a free kakra. So put your hands together. Show some love for Mr. Kwejo Saka. Kwejo, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're an alumni of this program. So.
I'm happy to be back. This show gave me some good mileage some years ago. And I'm hoping that this will give me some more mileage.
More mileage.
As me turn down, come back home.
Cool. Kwejo, you came with 2 of the other colleagues of yours that traveled. Yeah. So
today I'm with Kwame Pepra. He runs Phoenix Realty. He's a developer like myself. They are building the Blay in Oyarifa. And the famous Shikanik, the female who's promoting the STEM at the moment, trying to get everyone to believe in themselves and know that ladies can also do this.
Fantastic. So we'll let
Kwame join us.
And then we'll put a special spotlight on Nana Ifwa. So
Last.
listen, show some love after welcome Kwame Pepra. Yes, sir. Good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a short commercial break. And when we come back, and come on, so stick around, folks. We're taking a break. We will be right back.
The KSM Show.
Okay, folks, I've been talking about the fantastic new restaurant that has opened at East Legon, Corridor Gardens. Now, the great news is that you can go visit and take a look at the place. It's available for parties, for get-togethers, So just go and take a look there and arrange with them, and they will cater your party or any get-together that you want to organize.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007.
Accra Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Accra Essentials jackets at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Anaji, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
Pulse Fitness Center, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana. Meet the indefatigable captain.
There are 3 things that I love doing. Number 1, workout. Number 2, workout. Number 3, workout. Workout put mind, soul, and body together.
The captain has spoken.
We're getting busy. Bright lights, yeah, they make me dizzy. Logo liggy. I just want the Lizzie. It's a logo liggy. Uptown, chasing for the Lizzie. Downtown, everybody busy. Logo liggy. Life be logo liggy. I just want the
Pulse Fitness Center, East Legon Branch, Lizzie Sports Complex, Cotton Street, East Legon, Accra, Ghana, 0302 519 675. Kumasi branches, Officers Mess Branch, Denyame, Major Kobina Drive, Kumasi, 0541 871 602. Golden Tulip, Kumasi City Branch, Rain Tree Street, 0322 492 647. Pulse, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana.
say what lie we for run town.
The KSM Show.
We're back. Let me start straight away. Kwejo,
Yeah,
Aquaba again.
Thank
and,
you.
welcome to you. Another Kwejo Drew again. Kwame. Yes. So Kwejo, let me start with you. What happened? Why did you decide, say, whose idea was it that let's get some people together, let's drive from Accra to London? And why London?
You know, upon careful introspection and retrospection, I realized that I have a couple of mentors who Kakra. You know, with all the buzz that has come with this, I realized that Teddy Pipra, Kwame's older brother, Kwabna Pipra, and Richard Enim. Those my two mentors. No confuse. Because they sit down and they imagine things that ordinarily you wouldn't imagine. Then, unfortunate for me too, as soon as they call me and they say it, I say, I'm ready. My crado. Let's go. So it started with trips in Ghana. As we say, we have one that we call funeral tourism. Until we are there, we hear that somebody has lost their father in Jirapa. We don't know the person, but we know somebody who knows somebody who say, we have a funeral in Jirapa. So we are going to Jirapa.
So you get up and you go to Jirapa?
Yes, but we won't drive straight. You would assume that we'll go through Kumasi, straight. No. So we can decide to either go left or right. We can go through the western region all the way around. We definitely make a stop in Sunyane for Kobe Pizza. Then we escalate it to Jirapa. Or we go through the right, go and cross the river Adambai with the ferry and escalate. So we are always looking for an opportunity to. They named the group Wanderlust. We last for wonder. We are
Okay. So that's where Wanderlust comes from?
Yes. We are always lasting for wonder.
And so how many of you are in the group again?
At the moment, I'll say that permanently we're about 9. But we have guests who come and go every now and then. And we have some of the members who were not on this Accra London trip but have done other things. This group has climbed the Kilimanjaro, we've climbed the Afajato, we've driven across West Africa, we have done all sorts. So it's not new what we have done. We've been doing this for years. It's as if it's this one that has caught a lot of attention.
Okay. Let me come to you. At first, what I had is, these are some rich people. are bored. They want something exciting in their lives. Let's find some excitement. You know, what was it for you? I mean, was it just the thrill of it that made you join?
Thank you. So, as you mentioned, my brother was part of the concept developers. And we ran our business together. So anything financial has to come through both of us. So he comes up and he says, back in 2018, I think, let's drive to London. Okay. He's my older brother. Like he's saying, he's not too... Okay.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, COVID hit. So borders were closed. Stuff happened. Then recently, after they went for the Kilimanjaro and came back, I'm like, let's go. It's expensive, but ubiabu, and you need to make sure by the time you are going, you've done something that you can be proud of. You've done some adventure, you've done some good work, you've left some legacy. So we are all adventurous. We all like to do something that is a little out of the ordinary. So young could you they be an my crowd, and we just decided to
get up and go.
To get up and
what
go.
was the cost? I mean, let me just.
Yes.
Because you're talking about you have to finance.
My head broke.
What was the
This
cost?
morning is the first thing I told you. Okay, so you know when you put out the cost explicit and I'm sure.
Yes.
So I would just viewers can take their calculators and we'll start.
Okay.
The Land Cruiser is 120 liters. In Accra, you fill it for around 7,700. In Europe, it's around 240 euros. We spent, as we went on, the cost went up. So the cost of fuel in Ghana was one of the lowest, if I'm right.
Right.
So we filled 2.5 times a day. So we spent 10 days in Africa and 6 days in Europe to get to London, if my calculations are right. So give or take, you can calculate fuel. We stayed in decent hotels, average $100 a night, 150 euros a night. So that one too, you can calculate.
Apart from the $10 hotel that we couldn't sleep in.
A $10 hotel. Where country was that? That's what I want to know.
The $10 hotel was in Bushdu. Bushdu is in former Western Sahara. You know, Morocco has annexed it and they are quickly developing it. We had to spend the night there because we had a little disruption to our plans in Mauritania. So we were back by some days and we had some 4 hours. So we decided to push on and that's when we ended up in Bushdu. Beautiful city. We're looking for hotels. We found a first one that could only take part of us. Remember, we were traveling in a group of 12 then. So the first group of 8 stayed in the first hotel. Then the 4 of us, which the name Kwame and myself, had to look for another hotel. We found it online. We paid. When we got there, actually one of us went to look at the rooms and he said it's okay. So I went to the room. I don't know why, but I'm the youngest, so they gave me the room with the bathroom. The other rooms, their bathroom was outside. So I went in. The bathroom, the toilet seat was broken. The shower was lying on the ground. The telephone was off. But because I was the only one in my car, one thing that I didn't play with was my sleep. Because in the event that I got sleepy, I could have a problem. So sleep, I was always looking for an opportunity to do at least 5 hours or 6 hours. So I did some quick ablution. The bed, there were 2 beds. One, there was some paint on it. One is as if the ceiling had cracked and some paint was, I cleaned it. And I just slept in what I was wearing. We were scheduled to leave at 5. And we are usually on time. So by 4:45, I get to the gate, and Richard Denim is seated at the reception with his bag on his side. I'm like, hey, Chief. He says, are you ready? I say, yes. So I go out. I start my track remotely. And just then, the Land Cruiser, Kwame's Land Cruiser is parked behind mine. Just then, I see two heads come out of the Land Cruiser, and they also turn on their engine. I'm like, he said, oh, this is where we slept. We couldn't sleep in the room.
So they said it's the same the car.
Yes. So the car was more comfortable than the $10 hotel.
So you should have stayed in your car.
It would have been a better night. That was the only day we didn't sleep well. Mm-hmm. But for that, every day we slept in.
You slept in good hotels.
Good hotels. We ate well too. We ate just it was one meal a day, but that meal would make sure was a very good meal. Mostly we would snack, and so you add that to the calculations we were doing. You needed a return ticket to Accra.
So you drove there, and obviously,
back.
so what, you shipped your cars back?
Yes, so you need to pay for shipping of the car. Average 2,200 pounds to ship one car to Accra.
And then you need to go and pay to get them.
Apparently, we won't pay any duties. We've already paid.
Well, they haven't come.
No,
not yet.
So we'll just pay some port charges. And we're hoping we wouldn't have to even pay anything because of the goodwill we've brought to the country.
Was there any experience that you consider very rough? What was the roughest experience you encountered? Or it was all just...
That would be
Mauritania. A couple of them.
Mauritania?
Yeah. The roughest really would be Mauritania.
What happened there?
The free movement of goods and services. Nkoyi. I mean, Mauritania, basically, we had had some stress was at the ports of entry. So we were quite prepared, but they exceeded our expectations. I mean,
really?
Yeah. Basically, nothing works. The guys would just ask you for this money or the other. The funny thing is that after demanding so much bribe at the port, they actually left us when they are taking the money to go and pray and come back before they charge us.
Yes.
That's funny.
It was a Friday.
After collecting all the bribes,
they went to pray and
they left us to go and pray.
And then come back.
Yeah, Friday.
It was a Friday.
Yeah.
So they went for the Friday prayers.
Yes.
And they came back.
And when they came back, finally released us, we drove like 50 meters out of the border, and these guys say we have had a traffic infraction, so we're under arrest.
What infraction was it?
The first two cars that entered, mine and Kwame's, had tinted driver windows.
Oh, that was an infraction.
Yes. And that infraction cost us 7 hours of our time. Stress. We were sent
So
back.
what
Officially, we paid about 70 euros. But this is what Kwame doesn't know. I actually had to go and pay some money.
Even before the
It's the first time I'm telling them this. I actually had to do some money work to get the right information on how to deal with this. I had to go and do some street magic because it was a very tough time. We were on the verge of leaving the cars to go to Nouakchott so that in 48 hours we'll come back for the cars. But I sat quietly and prayed, and I decided that I needed to push one last attempt. Fortunately, the honorary consul Hato was also pushing with a lot of calls to high places, so it all came together for a good.
Wow.
And
so they finally let you go?
Yes, but late.
I can imagine.
It was the first time.
So how did that disrupt the whole thing?
Originally, we were going to spend one night in Mauritania.
Yeah.
But we ended up spending 2 nights.
2 nights.
So that set us back a bit. Also, we didn't want to drive at night because of the inherent risk. Looking at the cars that we were driving and the assumption that we have money. We always wanted to travel during the day. But that day we had to travel at night.
And how was it? Traveling at night. How long did you have to travel that night?
Interestingly, despite the issue we had in Mauritania, they had good enough roads that traveling in the night wasn't so
They're tough. Yeah.
Yes, wasn't so hazardous. I mean, the roads were
Decent.
I mean, the whole trip, the worst roads were in Ghana.
Really?
Accra to Sunyani.
My new term is that Ghana could become Nokia.
Come luckier.
Nokia.
How is that? I didn't get it.
You know, Nokia was the best phone some years ago.
Yes.
Everybody had a Nokia.
Everybody had a Nokia.
Yeah, today, where is your Nokia?
So Ghana can become Nokia?
I think we're already Nokia, we just don't know yet.
I mean, Accra to Sunyani is how many kilometers?
Barely 350 kilometers.
It's such a stress on you if you decide you want to drive
decide to go to
Sunyani by road. It's stress.
You get tired.
In Morocco,
even in Cote d'Ivoire, we will do the same journey in 3 hours, 100 kilometers to 1 hour. Stress-free, and it's easy driving. It's not, you are looking out for a ponchibi and I say, someone selling some ngwa who is going to cross you or, no. You are not driving in villages.
No.
You're on a highway.
So, how long did it take? I think it was 16 days
in total.
And when you entered London, what was it? Was there like
it was orgasmic. It was orgasmic.
Really?
Trust me.
Who was waiting for you there? What happened when you got to London?
Kwame.
Kwame.
The High Commission in the UK actually organized a welcome, but aside them, ordinary Ghanaians who were so proud of it had actually amassed. So right from the port at Dover, when we came out of the ferry, Ghanaians were standing out there waving Ghana flags.
Kwame, let me hype those people. They were from Achimota School. My mates Budulabi, Cindy, and the crew had come to Dover to meet us, and Kwejo Jan to escort us to Ashford and Kent, where officially you were meeting.
The High Commission had
really?
set up.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I will never forget that experience. If you've watched the videos, it's when we sang was it Yeranai Assassin?
Yes, at Dover.
At Dover.
You sang Yeranai Assassin at Dover?
Yes.
At the Assassin?
Yeah.
You could just assassin. You go to my fin now, you buy a bed.
Wow.
It was wonderful.
Really? So what, like, was there like a series of parties for you guys or just one major? How long did you stay there?
We were there for about 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah. We're in the UK for 10 days.
I gained 4 kilos in 10 days.
You know? You gained? And then Nana would...
You know, Ghanaians, everybody was inviting us and everybody was giving us food.
The
embassy gave us jollof, wache, fufu. Ubia.
Basically, every Ghanaian we met on the road was fantastic.
Really?
Oh, it was
our historic hospitality was at its finest. I mean, the Ghanaians were just showing so. I mean, we didn't expect.
No, we didn't. We were just doing this regular play. We didn't expect any of this. You park your car in London, you go and come, and there are people, Ghanaians by the time. I've been standing here for 40 minutes. I'm waiting for you
to come and say hello to you.
And say hello to you. Take a picture. We went into the malls. We thought no one knew us, and the next thing we know. Now every 10 meters, a Ghanaian is coming to take a picture. Make a picture, my vanish.
I think we didn't buy any food in London.
No.
The 10 days we were there, we didn't spend any money on
food. They just fed you
food,
our
alcohol.
Was
just everything. They sent us even the other one. We just had to control ourselves.
Wow.
Omo brain jollof, omo brain duania. It's say yanto duane back. I don't remember buying food.
For all the Ghanaians who are up in UK watching this,
big thank you.
And for the Achimotans who came
and let's not forget, in Europe.
In Europe too, we had great,
the same thing.
Great reception.
When we got to Geneva.
Geneva were hosted by
Dr. Victor Bampo,
the former
Health.
and
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And the Ghanaian
And
community.
the Ghanaian community was wonderful. From there, he took us to the High Commissioner. In Casablanca, we were hosted by the ambassador and his team. We had a wonderful time there. The honorary consul in Mauritania needs special mention. I'll explain to you why. We have been eating proper food.
Since living.
Where proper food for someone like him is fufu ne nkwa, aduane a nkwan wɔ ho. You know,
That's a
food
proper
with
one.
something. So we, after all our wahala, when we got to the capital, he had fufu,
Wow.
groundnut soup,
Hey.
light soup,
Benku.
benku,
Wow.
turkey and grilled and
That was a major spread.
smoked turkey, fish and all sorts with
Wow.
it. And he had laid a table for us. It was priceless. The next day, he escorted us to the second city, Nwadibo, where he has a marvelous multi-million-dollar fish mill. You won't believe it's Ghanaian.
Wow.
And he went further to take us on to the Moroccan border, took our passports and saw us through everything.
Oh, that's fantastic.
All
What's his
we
name
had-
again?
Felix Hatto.
Felix Hatto. Felix Hatto. He went there by road
Yeah.
so many
Okay.
years ago, and he's
Okay.
established a marvelous. If you see any box of fish in Ghana with sikop on it, it's Ghanaian. He brings it from.
Really?
You need to find him to tell his story.
You need actually we'll arrange it for you.
You need to find
listen
him
to
for him to tell his story.
He took us to dinner the second night, and we had the privilege of listening to his story. He will be in Ghana in December. We will arrange for you.
Wow.
It's inspirational.
Marvelous
Young people
story.
Wow.
need to
They
hear.
need to hear.
Because-
Marvelous guy, marvelous. He
Everything
went
is possible.
over About
So, I mean, what did that do to you, businessmen who are also like in the thick of things, seeing people like that?
it was inspiring, to say the least, and we're excited that a businessman was thriving outside the shores of Ghana. We were by Shikanik was by the car when some Ghanaian fishermen in Mauritania, Nwadibo, saw the Ghana plates. You should see their reaction. They said they've been there for years and they've never seen to see 5 Ghana plates
Registered
Yes.
plates.
packed in Nwadibo in front of a hotel.
They won't be sick.
The nostalgia with which we were received by Ghanaians is exceptional. Let me tell you one incident. When we left the Ghana consulate in Rabat, we were trying to make our way to Tanjamed in a convoy of 3 cars. Then Kwame was in front, I was in the middle, and Franklin was behind me in the Lexus. Then we saw a police dispatch rider. First, he came by Franklin. Then he noticed me. Then he saw the Land Cruiser. So I'm sure he's thinking, what are these places? So he came to Kwame, and Kwame, what did he say to you guys?
He says, "Oh, where are you from?"
They
And he
said,
said, "Ghana."
Ghana.
He says, "Abedipele."
Pele?
Is it what happened to Pele?
Abedipele? Yes. This guy is
He said,
excited.
where are you going? He said, Tanjamed. He said, come, follow me. We got a presidential escort. Sirens is so.
Hey!
All the way.
Who feel Pele
Oh,
from?
I mean, yes. And
Wow.
same happened in a club in Dakar.
Dakar.
We spent 2 nights in Dakar because that's where we took our first break. I went to the club. I was the first to get there, and I was trying to wake them up to come because I knew that first night, if I didn't chill, I couldn't chill the second night because I needed a proper sleep to drive. But they too, they were tired and they were sleeping, and I was disturbing them to come. But in the club, I observed that one guy looked like the chairman, and I said, no, this is the guy I have to befriend because he has all the nice things in his corner. So after a while, Joseph Ampedu, the guy with the G-Wagon, joined me. Then Kofi Pepra also joined me. I said, now I have a gun, so I can attack. So I walked to the guy. I said, oh. He said, oh. Ghana, Asamajan? I said, yes. He said, Sule Muntai? I said, yes. He said,
Hey.
he said, oh, I'm Diop. Then I realized that was Alhaj Diop.
Wow.
Then he said, oh, blah, blah, blah. He was very happy, showed us off, told us about Ghana, how he loves Ghana. He even invited us out the next day for lunch, but that's when we're servicing our cars and stuff, so we couldn't make it. But Ghana football we must take serious because it's the first thing that
it's exposed. It's only said good things about us.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we have just 2 more minutes to a commercial break, but I'm going to let you tell me what was your most exciting throughout the whole thing from Accra to London and back. Then we'll end with you for the commercial break.
Well, for what we do or for what we set out to do, every day was exciting. Every single day. I mean, the sights. We love driving. Actually, just sitting behind your steering wheel and just driving out of the city. So the entire trip, getting to Geneva to eat one of our first good meals, because most of the food in Europe is brodone, cheese.
So what did you get to eat in Geneva?
Oh, Dr.
He
Bambo.
had everything.
Everything.
Oh, that's when you had the whole spread.
And then when you go to Dover, I will never forget that. I was surprised. I was overwhelmed. I mean,
what's the lady's name?
Where is the next trip? When?
October, November next year.
Next year.
To
You're
Cape Town.
Going where?
Accra to Cape Town.
I was called last week by some well-to-do Ghanaian citizens who want us to go back to London.
If they want to join?
They want to arrange for us to go. So I told them if they can pay for us, why not? We're happy. But it costs serious money, and you need to plan well to do it.
Yeah.
For now, we have to sell houses to recover what we've lost. And as we sell houses, Kweju Saka, as in Saka Homes, and us being Kwabena Pepper and Kwame Pepper, we run a real estate company as well. As we speak now, we have a development called The Blay at Oyarifa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Blay at Oyarifa. 4-bedroom homes and then 2-bedroom apartments for the comfortable living for the middle income. And anyone. Swimming pool, gym. We work out.
Oh, really? Gym and all?
Every pot is a pot. Playground for kids. It's actually for families. Our developments are usually for family oriented. So
for those watching who are probably looking for
a home to buy.
You
buy a home and you contribute indirectly to supporting digital education, because if you look at how the digital divide is, when your kids in Accra have access to laptops and the internet, and you go outside Accra to some states where they have actually never seen a smartphone. There's a fund called
a Digital Catalyst Fund.
A Digital Catalyst Fund that is supporting
raising money to help rural schools digitize.
To bring them to.
Yes. So you buy a property from us at the Blay, and we contribute $2,000 to that from 10 homes, making 20,000. Kwejo is also doing the same from all his developments, $2,000 from 10 houses, making $20,000. So together we are putting up $40,000 towards that. And going forward, we hope to also push the fund itself to generate some more money for that.
Can do more.
So for now, you can buy a property from us at the Blay, 0244 264 291.
Okay. And the number is on the screen, guys. Could you, what about, you didn't leave a number. Did you leave a number there?
No. You can check out Saka Homes,
Saka Homes.
SAKA Homes, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and our contacts are there. We're happy to sell to you in East Legon, West Legon, North Legon, Hydro, Oyarifa, Abilingpe, and Cantonments at the moment.
Okay, great. And just before we take a commercial break, I have to talk about the money you guys have. I know, say, Scanner, you never really tell us, you tell we should go and add up. But I'm sure, say, some serious cash has been spread, Can I guess like what? In the neighborhood of 10,000, 15?
Cities are now dollars.
There be dollars.
Koshro Kakra.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
Koshro Kakra.
How about $20,000? Inlu. And I'm a quarter. Sir. 17.
Thereabouts.
Wow. So when people say scaphobia am born, how do you react to that?
Oh, we worked for this.
Yeah.
Yes. This is something that we've saved.
Exactly.
We've planned for, and we are happy with it.
And I believe in what you have done.
Because personally, I cry nyaj.
Thank you.
And we have a saying as Wanderlust. We say the journey is the destination.
The journey is the destination.
So Accra to London, our focus is not London, but the journey from Accra to London, the experiences, what we go through, what we see. You can't the green mountains, the ridges we drove through towards Kai from Bamako, unless you see it, right? You wouldn't even know Africa is this beautiful. Then on the desert, the crosswinds, trying to push our cars off the road. You can only experience it. So we saved for the experience, and we're happy with it. I'm broke, down flat. But
we're happy.
But I'll cry.
I'll join you in the next trip. How about Tida? Will make it?
Oh, it will go. I'm quite a best one.
Folks, we're having fun here, man. The Wanderlust. They went from Accra to London. They're back, and we're talking to some of them. We're taking a commercial break. When we come back, we'll be joined by the only female, Nana Efua, who joined them. She'll tell us about more of what she does and how come or baby called Johnny is her mema and Bobo with me and I also about them. We don't know. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
Okay, folks, I've been talking about the fantastic new restaurant that has opened at East Legon, Corridor Gardens. Now, the great news is that you can go visit and take a look at the place. It's available for parties, for get-togethers, So just go and take a look there and arrange with them, and they will cater your party or any get-together that you want to organize.
Cactus Creek. It is no longer Ghana's best kept secret. It's an open secret. So serene, so heavenly. And the meals? Just like home cooking. Cactus Creek. Your soul will thank you. Call or WhatsApp 055-039-5007.
Accra Essentials has good news for you. If you're in Takoradi and its environs, don't worry. You can pick up Accra Essentials jacket at Ruler Unisex Boutique in Anaji, Takoradi, Queen of Peace in Takofo Road. Call or WhatsApp 0544 548766.
Pulse Fitness Center, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana. Meet the indefatigable captain.
There are three things that I love doing. Number one, workout. Number two, workout. Number three, workout. Workout put mind, soul, and body together.
The captain has spoken.
We're getting busy. Bright lights, yeah, they make me dizzy. Logo Liggy. I just want the Lizzie. It's a Logo Liggy. Uptown, chasing for the Lizzie. Downtown, everybody busy. Logo Liggy. Like be Logo Liggy. I I just want the paper.
Paul's Fitness Center,
Yeah.
East Legon Branch, Lizzie Sports Complex, Cotton Street, East Legon, Accra, Ghana, 0302 519 675. Kumasi branches, Officers Mess Branch, Denyame, Major Kobina Drive, Kumasi, 0541 871 602. Golden Tulip Kumasi City Branch, Raintree Street, 0322 492 647. Pulse, the premier destination for fitness in Ghana.
Say what lie we for run town.
The KSM Show.
We're back, and you know I have a co-host today, and so I let my co-host introduce our next guest. Co-host.
Anti-privileged. To join us now is Nanefua. She's the only female, the Yas and 12 group. Help me welcome Shikanek of Wanderlust.
Show some love, man. Nanefua, welcome.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Nanefua, these crazy men were decided to do some crazy things.
Oh boy.
You must be crazy some too, somehow.
Kakrawum. I'm a rider. I'm a biker.
Oh, you're a rider.
So, Kakrawum.
I see.
She's part of the biker girls.
Well, yeah. I see the men have come by here sometime.
Oh,
the
the
girls who came?
Yeah, we came.
Yeah? Okay. Why did you decide to join them? Who called you about this?
I had seen them on social media.
Okay.
I think they did a photo shoot when they launched their concept. So I chanced on it on social media as well. But let me backtrack. You know, Mansa World. Chief Moman had some project he does to show or tell the story of Africa. Like, it doesn't make sense how Disney World will tell us how things are in the east of Africa. So Mansa World, I follow what he does, work by JK, and now, so that has given me a reason to want to see Mauritania, a reason to want to see Mali, a reason to want to see Senegal. So when I heard about this, like, maybe this is a good chance to actually jump on board.
Go and see these places.
Yes, to see these things. But before I was given the chance to, I sent some sort of proposal, sponsorship package that, hey, I've heard about what you want to do. Is it okay if I give you some oils, some filters? I could clean your car. You know, so that was, I saw the opportunity and I leveraged on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Show some love, man. Wow. So you were the one that sponsored.
I offered, so but it was Teddy Kwabena Pepra that maybe he was the one that felt, okay, maybe I need something from her. But yes, I made the offer to the whole group.
So they say, yeah, we will need your service, so join us.
So join us eventually, so join us.
Whoa. By the way, Chief Moman, if you are listening, you have done some great things and you see some of the effects. Chief is a very good friend of mine. He used to work with me long ago. Yes.
I can't count the number of times I've seen Wobejeke and Mansa World over and over.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
He does it so well.
Wow. So that motivated you to go on this trip?
Yes, I want to see Ghana Empire, you know, the origins of Ghana Empire. So that was it for me. And I saw everything I needed to. So now the next time I get to see another of his projects, I have a visual idea what it is.
Was there any part of the trip that you were taking that was reminding you of some of the stuff you've seen in Mansa World?
I think I'm going to bore my grandkids with these stories because a lot of memories. You know, I saw the nomadic migration, the Fulani nomadic migration. You have heads of donkeys and carriage-like with canes and their children on it, and the women with the clay face. I should, with the clay face, and then the black lips and the makeup. And for me, it was her smile. She smiled at us, and wow, even in the midst of what we would think is poverty, but no.
Yeah, we see them starving, poverty, people near
They're happy. They are happy
that
people.
is her
They're happy.
world, and the smile was out of this world. So just witnessing the nomadic migration was it for me. It was such a good experience.
Did you drive or you were?
Yes, so 5 cars, 12 men, we have to switch. So I was able to, well, my pilot is quite very good, but then I was able to help him in a stretch in Mali, the place Saka spoke about, where the stretch is not too good. So I did about maybe 40 minutes to help him there. And then when we entered into Casablanca, I had to drive.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Just a lot, man. Just a little bit outside of the travel. How did you get into this whole? You own a mechanic shop at East Legon?
I do.
Tell us.
East Legon.
Okay.
I do. But see, the thing is, I needed to change the status quo. We had to have a national conversation. Why do we tell people that, if you couldn't pass your BC or SSC, konoko sianfite juma? Why must it be a reserve or school dropout? Why must our technical space, our vocational space, and creative space be for school dropouts? Back in the day, if you'd want to learn makeup, now it has a nice tag. But my time was called Konoko CSC Funu or Konoko CSC IF4.
Yeah.
Now, by extension, we don't have the right expertise to work on our cars because people get into these fields not because they want to do it, but they don't have any other choice. Yeah. So they get into nursing, they get into all the other industries because they don't have a choice. And I felt the need to change that. We had to have a national conversation about this. Let's change the narrative.
Show some love, man. Well, I'll get you back on this set for a whole discussion on this, That's part of the reason why...
That was one of it. The other thing too is I didn't want to be vulnerable. Having a breakdown in the middle of the highway, middle of the night, it's very scary. I didn't want to be that woman that is vulnerable, not having any clue what to do. So I decided to get involved. So my first experience, I joined a company as an office assistant. My role was to print out papers, to follow up on customers. But I realized when my boss or manager is not out of town, he almost wants to close down the business. And I felt, no, that wasn't right. Let me ask the questions, let me get involved, let me watch YouTube videos, let me take some online classes so that when customers come, even in his absence, I should be able to serve them. One time we had someone come in all the way from Tema. He had bought a brand new vehicle. With these vehicles, when it comes, it deflates the tires. He bought a brand new vehicle, he hadn't read the manual. He was like, nobody reads the manual. So he didn't read the manual. He comes in and he asks, I want to see your boss. I say, he's not in. How may I help you? And of course, a woman, what do you know? Give me the chance. How may I help you? Wow. So he showed me something on his dashboard. It was the tire pressure. I was able to help. And I'm like, wow, okay. And that was Nana, you can do this. So now ask more questions, do a lot more research. So when people come, you can wow them. It was a wow factor. You can keep wowing them. So yeah, fast forward, here I am.
So you ended up being the only female on this group?
Yes. So something I tell my friends back home is I didn't feel like I was the only female. You see, it was when I got to Ghana that with all the media reportage, only female. But when I was there with them, I was in safe hands. So it was a group of people that like cars. I love cars. So to be in the midst of people who love cars, love driving, know how to fix their cars, I felt safe. I was home. That is the right word. So it didn't feel, there was nothing like gender. It didn't feel like I'm the only woman. No. These gentlemen were safe.
I see. Kojo, you still have a crutch for
Oh, you have a crutch. Same here. Your mistake. Medium to well. Fork and knife.
Wow. So how was it, you know? I know you don't want us to say the only female, but you were the only female. And could you know, when you had the lineup of you, the songman, yes, your baby is going to go some. Oh, what was your feeling? Or
you know, prior to doing this famous trip, we had done a series of test runs.
Okay.
And she came with us.
Okay. So you did some of the funeral tourism?
No, we went to Togo.
Oh, you
So we did a couple of cross-border trips
to
understand border crossings in West Africa. We did one to Togo, we did a couple to Abidjan, another to Bouaké, just so that we know our timing, what to go through at the borders. Basically, that's why we did those.
Okay. And once you're here, I'll have to get a little bit about what you do, you know, because the word out there was that you're all rich folk, you know. When you're young,
but didn't you watch the one that said that we met some Achirebe and Simbo and 2 of us were killed?
No, I didn't.
There's a video like that on YouTube. I am crashing.
Is it too
I can't believe, and that's how they make money on selling these fixed stories. I'm a real estate developer. As you know, I run Saka Homes and Burgundy Homes. I'm into oil and gas as kinetic oil field services. I've been doing this since 2004 when I left tech. And I'm a businessman. I always look for opportunities and I thrive on them.
And if you, what do you do?
So I repair vehicles. I get cars to look its value, and I give people experience. But what makes me stand out is the experience that I offer. So how I make you feel, how I able to advise you on vehicles. If you want to buy a car, you know who to talk to, and you can call me anytime. I think that is the experience I give to my customers. Having a good name, doing work diligently and efficiently is very important to me. Also, this trip has made me realize the importance of telling our own story. Sometimes we wait to see it on the news or read it in the dailies, but when you travel, you know that Ghana is beautiful, Africa is beautiful as well. Now the thing about the roads, if I'm to travel from Accra to Tamale, that should take me roughly 14 hours. But if I move from Bouaké, a town in Côte d'Ivoire, to Bamako, which is 780, that is almost half the travel time. That tells a lot. We spend too much time on our road. Why? It's not efficient, it's not built properly, and all sorts. So for me, tourism moving forward, I would encourage everyone to travel. We have the roads, we have the cars. Take those long trips. Don't just wait till the perfect time. Do it now. There's never a perfect time. Now, what I do also by extension is I'm trying to push the STEM initiatives, encourage young women to pursue STEM programs, and also encourage young women to break societal norms. It doesn't only have to be in the technical field where you feel a bit intimidated. You should do it.
Show some love, man. So I want you to give us a number since you are. How can people reach you?
0264 425 189. And Shikanic GH across all the social media platforms.
Shikanic GH.
Shikanic GH.
Okay, fantastic. You'll be getting plenty calls.
Just as you're
welcome.
on her.
Shikanic.
Yes.
Shikanic, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Not yet.
Not
all
yet.
the way from Accra to London now.
Who knows? Maybe it will take 10,000 kilometers to get someone.
So nobody was home worried about how you are doing and.
I didn't tell them, give them details. All I said was, I'm taking a trip, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Now,
Okay.
maybe if I told them, they would impose their fear on me. But I didn't.
And Kojo?
She used the right term, impose their fear on you.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to impose their fear on me and us as a group when we said we were going to do this trip. It's around that time the submarine issue happened. So we had a lot of bashing, a lot of naysayers, but here we are now. The same people are
worshipping,
celebrating with us and inviting us. I am married, as you know. I noticed that with this 5 minutes in the sunshine, I'm getting a lot of interest and calls from ladies and all sorts. But at the moment and at the stage at which in my life, Miss Remo, I'm done. My yebia, I'm done.
Sure, so love me.
I am content with my current problems. I am not looking for more problems.
Your current problems?
Yes.
Is marriage a problem?
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge.
You know,
so you're content with your current challenges?
Yes, I'm content with my challenges. And if you know me as you know me, KSM, I'm quite troublesome. I've been very, very troublesome. So I'm trying to, I've turned a new leaf. I'm not trying to turn a new leaf.
You've turned a new leaf?
Please.
How?
Yes, the new 5 minutes of fame, ne calls, ne mba, ne text. Mba ma pe omo da omo ampini na text me no. Please. I'm okay as my life is now. I'm trying to take care of my children and my challenges as KSM says. I'm not looking for more challenges.
Do you think you ever get challenged?
Well, yes. I mean, mine is in a different way.
She's prepared for challenges.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's good to use people's experiences to advise yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my challenge is, because I'm very much into what I do, it's a bit challenging. Most of the time when I set dates, time for dates, I forget. Like, oh no, I'm supposed to meet this guy at 7 o'clock, and
you get pissed.
And they get pissed. Or Nana is riding a bike. Next thing she's playing a violin. The next thing she's going to scuba diving. Like, what do you want? Like, just sit at one place. So those are the little challenges I go through. But yeah, you're ready for it.
You're ready for it, man. Folks, this has been very, congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys have done extremely well, and I'm glad to hear that Ghanaians all across the route all the way to UK were like giving you the hero's welcome that you deserve.
Super.
You know.
The bragging rights is having the Ghana license plate in front of Buckingham Palace.
Wow.
That is the bragging rights.
Yeah.
We did it.
And then you're singing, yes, I sing you on top. Folks, there we have it, man. We're hanging out with Wanderlust. It's Wanderlust, eh?
Yeah, Wanderlust.
Yeah.
We lust for wonder.
Yeah. These are Ghanaian adventurers who are enthused.
And you're small. Ghanaian adventurers.
Yeah. Ghanaian adventurers, man. They came, they saw, they conquered. They've gone and they've come back. On their next trip, I'm joining them with my Tida, man. Shikanik is on the, so you're going again, eh? So I'm cool. Okay, folks, until we come back your way next week, KSM signing off with the Wanderlust group saying, we are out of, let the whole world say, yeah.